Alrighty guys, we're back. So ProCharger is all mounted. I still have to tighten this bolt right here though, but we got the coolant hoses on. So I ended up not using one of their hoses and modifying that to be able to fit down here. So I just reused the old one. I did cut off about an inch on the bottom of the part of the hose that connects to the lower radiator hose connection point, and just kind of made it work. It was already bent and everything ready to go, and I don't know. I don't really know how they want me to route it, so this is how I'm gonna do it for now. And if it gives me issues later down on the road, then of course we'll adjust it. The only thing is down here. Let me focus it. So it kind of rubs against the ProCharger plate right here. But you know, it should be okay. It's not in any moving areas, and this is going to keep it from hitting the belt, so I think we should be good. The only thing that I would see that would cause concern is it's next to the drainage hose for the ProCharger. So it says to keep those, I believe, away from heat. And then of course the other thing that I wanted to make sure was this was not going to be touching the ProCharger, because you know this is going to be heating up, that's going to bring this to get heated up, and then you're going to start blowing hot air. So we're going to figure something out. I'm going to probably get like a heat blanket or something to put over this so that it tries to keep away the heat. I'll figure something out, but we're just going to run it how it is and see how it does first, and then adjust from there. But we just finished up doing the wiring, so we have the IAT sensor, or the mass airflow sensor connector here. We cut off the two wires that I want us to do, which were the two on the right side. If you're looking at the connector like this, they're the, what does it say, the gray and the gray red. So cut back your harness a little bit back here to expose the wires. Don't cut the whole thing. Look for those wires because they'll be discolored over here, but further down you'll be able to see the wire coloring. And then from there I took those wires, and from here, not the ones up here that we cut, the ones that go back to the harness, I extended the wires going to and over to the sensor there. So it looks perfect. And then if you're wondering what this tape is, it's called chloroplast tape or harness tape. It's heat resistant, so it keeps things, it's like, you know, harness tape. It keeps it from burning up, and it's resistant to fire and heat. Well, maybe not fire, but heat in general. So you can look it up. I think it is fire maybe, but yeah, that's where we're at right now. And then what I'm gonna do is go ahead and put this intake manifold back on, lower it down after I tighten this back up and make sure it's tight. We'll lower this down, put the new injectors on, and basically just start putting everything back together, because I mean everything is back on. We got to put this hose up here to the upper radiator hose back on, and then fill power steering fluid up, put the coolant reservoir back here, fill that up with coolant, and test for leaks. I hope it does not leak from the freeze plug that we put in. I hope it doesn't leak at all, if we're being honest. And then after all that, we're just gonna do the booster pump back in the trunk, and that'll take maybe 10 minutes. And then I'm trying to think what else we got. I think that's it. I think we can fill it up with everything, load the tune on it. Oh, the PCV valve. And then swap out the, I gotta swap out the spark plugs too, the colder step plugs. But PCV valve, this is the hose that we got here. Let's see, I can't even get it to focus here. This is the new PCV hose we got, so we gotta modify the one that goes over here. It cut off on me. We gotta modify the PCV hose that goes from this connection right there down to the one on the valve cover. This is going to be the new one. It comes with a modified PCV. I believe this one's going to be staying open. If it's anything like when I had the boosted Civic, if you guys are from my channel, those videos I put into private, and we're just going to do, you know, Mustang videos now. If it's like the Civic, I made it to where the PCV valve was open constantly, and that was just to help with crank pressure, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I have no clue what this one is, if it's constantly open or what. Maybe it's a high flow one, you know, but that's where we're at. So I'll update you guys again once we are completed with that. Mm-hmm.